have a room in your home that just doesn't feel cozy or inviting and you can't quite pinpoint what it is? Or does clutter mysteriously accumulate in certain areas of your home? Well, our next guest, Elena Murphy, specializes in what she calls redesign. Now, she actually comes to your home and helps you tackle your problem areas using your re-existing furniture and treasures. That's right. She's joining us today with our contest winner, Cheryl Harrison. Ladies, welcome to the both of you.
Thank you.
Great to have you.
So
Elena,
nice to be here.
I want to start with you.
Great.
Because you're an interior designer.
Yes.
But you specialize in redesign.
That's
What do you
correct.
mean by that?
Redesign is where I actually use what my clients already own. So it's really uncovering treasures that people had no idea already existed.
How do you go through that process?
It starts with a consultation.
Okay.
I come to the client's home, I sit down, we start with one space, and in that space we discover what the issues are and what the goals are for the client.
And in Cheryl's home, when you went into her home, you sat down with her. How does that all work? I mean, you sit down and relax for a little bit and kind of get a feel of what she's looking for?
Definitely, definitely. Well, Cheryl was wonderful. She's very warm. She's, very welcoming, and sat down. And then once I got a sense that what room had all the issues, I said, well, let's take a walk through the whole house so I get a sense of her personal style, what she has. I asked for permission to shop her house, thinking ahead what I want to do to this space, and so. That's how it starts.
What was the problem? I mean, what was the biggest issue for you with a particular room you chose?
The room, it wasn't cozy.
Okay.
It was very long, narrow, not a lot of wall space, and we just wanted to be a functional room instead of being a big toy collection room.
And so when you went into the toy collection room, I'm sure a lot of moms and dads are like, yeah, we have one of those. So when you went in, did you find a big old toy box, basically?
Yes, yes. Long, narrow spaces are always a challenge.
Okay.
And this one had kind of an oversized leather sofa. It had another oversized leather chair. It had one corner that basically became the clutter zone for
And we're seeing the
toys.
pictures now, Elena, and that's what it looked like when you initially walked in, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
And the location of the television, that was one of the things that Cheryl mentioned, that they did want to be able to enjoy the fireplace, watch television.
And you wanted a little baby office, is that right, within that room?
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
So now what are we seeing here, Elena?
Okay, so that's one corner of the room where you see a bird cage, and that's actually Mr. Dick's home.
Oh. Aww. Mr. Dick gets a shout out on Connecticut Style, that is right.
Yes, he does. And that really was a dead space.
Okay.
So I decided that we were going to find a better location for Mr. Dick's.
Okay.
And we did. We created an office space there out of a piece of furniture that Cheryl was ready to donate to her mom.
Oh, wow,
Yes.
that's awesome.
It was literally on the way out the door.
What is your goal, though, as an interior designer who specializes in redesign for your clients?
The true goal is to utilize what they already own. So it's really a much more affordable way to decorate your home and utilize your home the way you want to live in it, not necessarily the way the room was intended. For example, some people have a dining space, but they never use the dining space, so I'll convert that into a home office.
Now, we have some after pictures, and I want you to explain to us what you did in these after pictures.
Great.
Because it is a drastic difference.
What we did here, I decided to flip-flop her furniture. Cheryl has a beautiful kitchen that opens up into a family room. You don't see that in this picture, but this furniture was in her family room, yet she didn't want her family on it because it's fabric. It really wasn't functioning in the family room. So I took this upholstered furniture, brought it into this living room, and I took the leather furniture and moved it into the family room. So now, with the layout of this space, I created a more formal living space where her family can sit and enjoy the fire.
Right.
I moved the TV that was formerly to the left of the fireplace to the right. And what you don't see in this spot, I actually created a home office for her.
Wow. And that's the home office
That's
we're
the
seeing
home
now.
office.
Now, that was formerly Mr. Dick's little spot.
That was
Right.
formerly
Okay.
Mr. Dick's little spot. That is correct. And that chair for her desk actually came out of her dining space. Beautiful chair. The upholstered chair in the foreground, that was formerly in the family room. And that desk space was the piece that was on its way out the door.
Sometimes I think we forget what we have in our homes. What was your reaction, Cheryl, when you saw what she was able to come in and do?
Oh my gosh, I was just stunned. I just couldn't believe that you could use things that are just in your home to redesign a room. I mean, I was just overwhelmed.
Did you realize she had so much stuff?
No.
You have a lot of great stuff, and then you handed Mom some stuff. That had to be great.
Yeah, it was awesome. I was really impressed with the room. I couldn't believe that just using things in your home, that she can transform a room like that. It was cozy, comfortable. It was just everything I could have asked for.
And that's got to be rewarding when your clients come to you and say, you know what,
Definitely.
I am ecstatic about what you've done with my room.
Definitely. It's a wonderful feeling.
The biggest thing was you didn't have to buy a thing.
And I think that is the big takeaway here, is that there are ways that you can kind of offset and make sure that you're doing things that are innovative, but using what you already have.
Yes.
Quick tips for us, Elena. Anything you can give us that are folks that are watching and they're looking to redesign, besides, of course, call you. Call Elena. Yes, absolutely.
They'll call me. Quick tips: if you have a problem space, start by emptying everything out of the space. Okay. Every last thing. All your furniture, all your light fixtures, accessories, all the wall painting, everything. Move it all out, and then you start with a blank canvas. And by doing that, you really now start to see the possibilities for the space.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm still calling you, though. If you'd like to work with Elena, it's so much easier. You can contact her at Vesna Interior Redesign at VesnaLLC.com. The information on your screen, as always. And if you missed that, folks, you know what to do.